Howdy everybody. I started a video and then traffic started going. It's your pal Misty. Sit back, relax, and enjoy while we talk about the weather. Not weather like that's happening right now, even though it is raining, and so you may have wiper noise. I'm going to try to use it as sparingly as possible, but of course within safety needs. It was funny, I had to be off site at one of our clients' sites today in near downtown, so I took other trainers with me who were visiting from another site to be taught some information. So it was about a 30-45 minute trip, but it was funny because we've all been in different areas. None of them were from here. One was from Arizona, one was from Alabama, one was from Florida, originally from Jamaica. So it was just funny how we were talking about, the different types of weather, because we were saying, or I was saying, for instance, I'd take a hurricane over a tornado any day of the week, because hurricanes, are coming. I mean, Irma snuck up on us like really fast, but normally you have a little bit of time, and even with that, we had a good 24 plus hours to prepare for it, which isn't a lot, but you compare that to a F4 tornado, even an F3 tornado, even F2 probably, and the devastation is massive and crazy, just like you would see in a hurricane, sometimes much worse. But it's also different because you'll see, 3 houses that look perfect, and then one house that's just not there no more. It's gone. It was just taken away by the storm. You'll see trees broken in half, trees uprooted, turned just smooth sideways. And when you hear a tree being uprooted, man, I'll tell you what, it sounds a little bit like the devil just broke the ground open. It's a little bit of a scary sound. But I've heard that during a hurricane as well. So that's something that you would get in hurricanes and possibly tornadoes. But the difference is, tornadoes, it's normally in the middle of the night. Or at least the bad ones, because nobody knows they're coming. But even if it's the daytime, you only have just a few minutes to prepare. So, you don't have time to go anywhere else. You can't evacuate. You just have to hide in your house and hope that you're okay. Pretty much. And hope that your house is one of the ones that the storm just randomly decides to skip. And then we were talking about how, because I was like, are y'all too cold, too warm? And she was like, well, I don't even turn on my AC until it gets hot. And I was like, but you're not hot right now? This isn't hot? Because it was like 90 degrees outside. Now it's cooled off because it's raining. Now it's down to like 80 degrees, but when on our way there, and she was fine. She's like, no, it's good. I don't need it. I'm fine. And I'm like, I can't. No, If my house was like 80, 85 degrees, I wouldn't be sleeping. I would be miserable and sweaty. Maybe not sweaty, maybe a little over exaggeration, but I cannot imagine sleeping in a house and just not turning on the AC in the summer. But she said that's what she's used to. So when most people are warm, sometimes she'll be in a sweater because she's cold comparatively. But then I know people who live up north, when they come here, it's like it's not cold to them because they're used to like bone chill cold. And then sometimes, like when I went to San Francisco, which still is one of my favorite places that I've ever visited, we went in May, and it was shorts and t-shirt weather. I brought a few pair of blue jeans just because, and I had a pair of slacks because we were going to a graduation. But I remember the first night we were there, it was in the 60s. I had to buy a jacket for 60-degree weather. I normally don't even wear a jacket until it gets in the 30s or 40s here. And a lot of the times, not even then. So sometimes it'll be a light jacket. Like, I just don't. I'm going from the car to work, from work to home, from the car to the grocery store, from the car to the movie theater, right? I'm just not going far. So it doesn't make sense for me to put on a big jacket all the time, or even a jacket some of the times. I know I should wear a jacket probably more often, but whatever. But it's funny how you get that coastal water, and even though it's only 60 degrees outside, you're freezing. It feels so cold. I got a sunburn. How do you be so cold you have to wear a jacket and your face gets sunburned? Because the sun's out and so hot and strong, and it just don't make no sense. So then we were talking about good old Steffi Joe. Hey, Stephanie. And how people made fun when she moved to California because she asked if there's an earthquake season. And I know that seems like a funny question, but if you think about it, she grew up in Texas, where we have a hurricane season, we have an earthquake season. Why wouldn't you think there would be a season where earthquakes? Did I say earthquake? I might have said that all wrong. Hurricanes and tornadoes was what I meant. We have hurricane and tornado seasons. So, to me, it wasn't unreasonable to ask if there's a earthquake season. Also, for the record, the trainer that we had today, she lived in California for a while, and she said she went through a couple of earthquakes and that they weren't bad. But you know what? I'm sorry. If the earth moves, something's going wrong. Something has got. If the earth moves, get out. Move. Go away. I don't understand. It's the one thing that would ever keep me from moving to California. I would love to live near Anaheim. I would love to be able to have access to Disneyland like every day that I wanted it. You know, just easy peasy, beautiful cover girl, right? It would be great. But I don't know if I can do the earth moving. I just feel like I would be like, and peace out, I'm moving back to Texas where the earth doesn't move. But then up north where I'm from, in the Dallas area, like in Arlington, they have earthquakes. They're little, but people can still feel it. I'm just like, I'll take a hurricane. Thanks, bring on the rain. We'll just take the rain. Now, people don't know how to drive in the rain, because we don't know how to drive in the rain, because I don't know why we don't know how to drive in the rain, because it rains here all the time, but people don't know how to drive in the rain. But we don't know how to drive in the snow. We don't know how to drive in the ice, because we don't get that. I mean, I've lived in Houston like 17 years now, and I think maybe 3 or 4 times it snowed to where you could see it. None of it stuck to the ground, but you could at least see it. And I mean, we'd be making, little tiny 4-inch snowmen and being proud. Look at our snowman. Look at what we made with all this snow in Houston. A little a little tiny dirty snowman was what I was trying to say. I forgot I was going to go to the Dollar Tree, so I'm going to loop back around and go because it's over here. So I don't know, it's just funny how, and then like up north, people have to dig their car out to leave and to get back into a parking spot. I'm sorry, if I had to dig my car out, we'd be working from home. There wouldn't be any working. What? Are you serious? And then I'm convinced the people up north are just cranky because they got to dress and undress so much in the winter, because they got to wear all these layers because it's freezing cold outside, and their appendages will freeze if they don't wear all the clothes. But then they go inside and it's warm in there, and then they got to take all the clothes off and put all the clothes back on, and then take all the clothes off and put all the clothes back on. Like, I'd be cranky too. I don't blame you for being cranky. So that's about it, because I'm rambling and now I'm at the Dollar Tree. But it was just funny to think how different people, prefer or are used to different things. And I don't know if it's, do you grow up and you get used to it? Do you move? I mean, I know you can adjust to anything, but I'm curious if people started out in one part of life in a certain area, if that's always kind of their preference as to what they want. So let me know down below. Like this video if you haven't already. Subscribe if you know how. And comment down below, what's your favorite season? Hurricane season? Earthquake season? You know, let us know. What's your favorite season? Or do you have a favorite type of weather? I like being cold. You can always put on more clothes. But I don't want to be bone chill cold. I don't want my body to hurt or my fingers to be able to freeze and fall off. Who wants that? Why would you live there? But people do. I'm not judging. I'm just saying that I don't understand. You can live there. Feel free. Enjoy. Enjoy and tell me what it's like. And how do you live there without your fingers falling off? Because it's so cold. I don't understand. But anyway, that's enough rambling for today. And I will see you all real soon.